Hello. Thank you all for joining us this evening for the Yale Arab Conference. I'm Jennifer Fenton. I'm the Poynter Journalism Fellow in Residence for the 2017-2018 academic year. Previously, I was at the UN, Al Jazeera, and CNN. I'd like to just introduce the conference co-director tonight, Shady Qubaty, to come up here and introduce our keynote speaker for the evening.
Thank you, Jennifer. His Excellency, Dr. Salam Fayyad, Ambassador Ryan Crocker, Ambassador Robert Ford, honorable speakers, respectable professors, esteemed guests, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. أهلا وسهلا بكم جميعا، نورتونا بحضوركم. As the first Yemeni undergraduate at Yale, I feel privileged to launch Yale's first Arab conference, Amalna, Paving the Road Ahead. I hope that this conference will raise much more awareness about what's happening in the Arab world. With limited media coverage, the majority of the public in the US are unsure about what's exactly happening in the Middle East, along with its developments, since a lot of the events are unfortunately labeled as more of the same thing and natural developments, and often under the framework of terrorism. As a first-year student 15 months ago, I felt the necessity of holding such an event to expand the knowledge of fellow students on this beautiful region. The conference is now convening at a very timely juncture, taking into account, least of all, last week's precision strikes on Syria. Yemen, my home country, known over millennia as Arabia Felix, or the happy land of Arabia, is now facing the world's worst humanitarian crisis, under the so-called forgotten war. With more than 22 million people, yes, 3/4 of the population, in desperate need of aid and protection, according to the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Over 8 million people in the country do not know where they'll obtain their next meal. And every 10 minutes, a child under 5 dies of preventable diseases. The world cannot continue to pay lip service to this crisis, which is entering its 4th year. Something has to be done. The least we can all do is be aware of what's going on and become critical consumers of information to shape the opinions of the international community accordingly. The hope is that throughout this conference, we can create a more accessible platform involving fellow Arab students to provide a holistic, multifaceted discussion of today's developments in the Arab world and their future trajectories. Through this conference, we want to show our hope, Amalna in Arabic, for a region that can thrive despite the violence and destruction so often associated with it. Behind me, on our backdrop, are some Arabic words of hope and aspirations of success, involving the letters constituting the word Amalna in Arabic, Alif, Mim, La, Nun, Alif. Going on with this theme, a year and a half ago, I co-founded Yemen's first non-aligned and non-governmental legal-based organization, Adala. Adala's mandate is to address the complex legal issues arising from the recent conflict in Yemen, in addition to filling the void in underreporting and analysis of international legal issues in Yemen. By changing the dialogue on campus, we can all be part of this change that we want to see. We want to break false misconceptions about Arabs and demystify the realities to show that in spite of everything, we remain hopeful about the future of our beloved region. Perhaps it's worth me noting that in tandem, we will be launching the first Arab Student Association Forum in the US to act as a platform between the various university associations interested in the Arab world. This forum will aim to make us more connected and allow us to build on each other's experiences. I was looking back at my mailbox the other day and found my candidacy statement to the Yale Arab Students Association at Yale as a first-year representative. I clearly recall how skeptical many members of the board were during that meeting at my thought of creating Yale's first Arab conference, and here we are today. For all the first years in this room, it's never too early to create whatever you are passionate about, so long as you have the will and determination to follow it through. Perhaps a verse from the Arab's most famous poet, Al-Mutanabbi, has kept me on track. على قدر أهل العزم تأتي العزائم وتأتي على قدر الكرام المكارم. This goes hand in hand with a quote I've always referred to in times of despair. sorry. This poster was always hanging on the wall next to my bedside before moving to the US, from Will Smith's Pursuit of Happiness, which is my childhood's greatest movie and never gets old. For many, this might sound so cliched, but these simple words are just unbelievably powerful and always kept me optimistic even when facing the most challenging impediments, especially the last line. You want something? Go get it. Period. I'm sorry for this. It's my duty to extend our sincere and heartfelt thanks to all our generous sponsors, without which this conference will not have been able to happen today. I've never seen this amount of Yale logos all clustered into one space. However, we were keen to only accept sponsorship from university sources to ensure that no general agenda is imposed on this conference. I'd like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to Ms. Marwa Khabour, the Program Coordinator and Registrar of the Council on Middle Eastern Studies, for the perfect logistic support and guidance she has extended to all of us at the Yale Arab Students Association. I also extend my thanks to Ms. Heather Colbys, the Director of Communications and University Events from the Office of the Secretary and Vice President of Student Life, and also to Mr. Donald Filer, the Executive Director of the Office of International Affairs, for their enormous cooperation in the organization of this conference. Our special thanks goes to Ms. Eileen O'Connor, the Vice President for Communications, and Tina Barborovic, Director of AV Content from the Office of Public Affairs and Communications, Mr. Ozan Say from the Office of International Students and Scholars, Ms. Lily Sutton, Ms. Nancy Phillips from the Yale Jackson Institute for Global Affairs. We'd also have not been able to carry out this conference without the generous support from the Yale College Dean's Discretionary Fund, Yale's Office of the President, and the Poynter Fellowship in Journalism. In addition, we would like to acknowledge the invaluable help provided by Stephen Tian, the Student Organizations Director of the Yale College Council. Many thanks to Winter Willoughby Spira for all the stunning posters she has created for us. She's done a fantastic job, and at the foyer we have placed the collage of conference posters she has created, so we can all appreciate its artistic beauty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a conference like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling months ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for detail. I've been extremely fortunate to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues who gave this initiative their full capacity at every step. I have to extend my indefinite thanks to this family I worked with over the past year to make this conference happen today. Countless nights have been put into every aspect of this conference to make sure that we manage to deliver on our promises. I cannot thank them all enough for always being there in every single step of the way to keep the hope of Amalna alive. Malak's resilience and endurance, Marwan's passion, Hussein's practicality, Kareem's smile, Bahir's positivity, Saif's coolness, Dina's graciousness, Muhammad Karabatik's creativity, Yasmin's decisiveness, Rachel's humor, Muhammad Husseini's charisma, Amir's laugh, Anthony's joyfulness, and Marah's lovingness. I thank every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Feel free to stop any of us over the next 2 days to talk with us or ask any questions you may have. We're all wearing name tags and would love to support you with anything you require. On this note, we feel greatly honored to have Dr. Fayyad with us today. An economist by training and formerly the Palestinian Prime Minister for 6 years, Dr. Fayyad is currently a visiting scholar at the Woodrow Wilson School of Public and International Affairs at Princeton University, a senior fellow at the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, and a distinguished statesman at the Atlantic Council's Brent Scowcroft Center on International Security. Dr. Fayyad was named in 2010 by the Times magazine amongst the 100 most influential people in the world, and he was named also in the years 2010 and 2011, one of the top 100 global thinkers by the Foreign Policy magazine. Please join me in extending a warm round of applause to His Excellency Dr. Salam Fayyad.
Thank you very much for this kind introduction, and thank you all for being here for this event. It is really a great pleasure, an honor for me to be here with you. It really is quite something. I'm terrifically impressed by the effort that has been made to really get this going. No doubt it has taken an enormous effort, and it's quite an honor for me to be a part of this. Happy in particular to be here along with my wife. Already have had the acquaintance or reacquaintance with a number of you whom I haven't seen for quite some time. So with this, let me begin by saying it is indeed a high honor for me to be the keynote speaker at this inaugural Yale Arab Conference. I wish to thank the Yale Arab Students Association for having taken the initiative to convene the conference. I wish to in particular recognize Shady and his 14 colleagues he had just introduced for having taken on this great responsibility at this crunch time in the school year, although I suspect every day is crunch time, even at Yale. Even the first week of the school year is crunch time at Yale. On this, though, you're not going to have a lot of sympathy from me. After all, this is the price that you all have to pay in order for you to, at some point, brag about having been at Yale. You chose to do this, and it is, once again, the price to pay for some bragging rights later. So I would say, brag away and enjoy. May you have the very best of fortune in what remains of your time here at Yale and the many productive and impactful years thereafter. A thought of gratitude repeatedly crossed my mind whenever I had the privilege of speaking at such schools of distinguished scholarship and high achievement like yours. I always kept it to myself. But today, I'm going to say it. Thank you, AUB, that's the American University of Beirut, and thank you, UT Austin, University of Texas at Austin, Hook 'em Horns, for having taken a chance on me when the Yales of the world, and there are only very few of those, would probably have not. Cheddar would certainly have not. You have my utmost respect and highest admiration for having made the cut. And I'm sure that you're going to make the best out of it, not only by aspiring to get the scholastic achievement part of the equation right, but also by taking full advantage of the full range of possibilities afforded by the opportunity for personal growth and fulfillment this great institution of higher learning has to offer. This includes organizing. It also includes affiliation in various student organizations and associations like the Yale Arab Students Association. As an Arab, and also someone with the privilege of being currently affiliated with 2 other Ivy League schools, I'm immensely proud to see this happen at Yale. And while generally speaking, such organizations are typically associated with advocacy for one or multiple causes, I'm especially impressed by the importance which the Yale Arab Students Association attaches to building a sense of community among Arab students while actively seeking to engage with other groups and individuals with openness, with candor, with sensitivity, and respect. To me, That is an ideal recipe for strong and effective Arab and other student associations in the broader context of one vibrant and harmonious Yale University community. As I was corresponding with Marwan Jalani on the content of my role here this evening, he suggested that I speak for 10 minutes and then set forth a conversation moderated by Jennifer, with whom I'm especially pleased to reconnect this evening after many years. On the 10-minute part of the equation, or 10-minute speech, my first reaction was, what am I going to possibly be able to do with 10 minutes? My more considered reaction was, I should probably speak slowly. But seriously speaking, I propose to take issues related to my time in public office in Palestine, which he proposed that I cover. I propose to do that in the context of the conversation that we'll be having after the talk, and to dedicate the balance of my remarks to you in the interest of time, to trying to deal with what he actually described, that's Marwan, as the negativity, pessimism, and cynicism with which our region has come to be viewed, especially in the aftermath of the Arab Spring. As I understood it, he essentially wanted me to say, it ain't so. Not a problem, I thought. Not a problem, I thought. At least as far as knocking off pessimism is concerned. For at least for me, as a Palestinian, pessimism is simply not an option. But just as my aversion to pessimism in the Palestinian context is conditioned first and foremost on us Palestinians assuming full agency in our own liberation by actively seeking to empower ourselves in the face of tyranny and oppression, it is also contingent in the broader Arab context on the active pursuit of strategy that patiently and persistently works to remove the obstacles that have for long impeded the attainment of empowerment on the part of Arab citizens throughout much of our region. I shall elaborate a bit, but not before I run by you some facts and observations that are, I believe, relevant to my message to you this evening. To begin with, today the Arab world accounts for about 6.6% of the world's population, but only for about 2.3% of its total output, or what we call gross world product. By itself, though, this divergence is not necessarily a sign of backwardness. As right for other developing countries and country groupings, it is a reflection of the disproportionate dominance of the large economies of some countries with relatively small populations. What is an indication of weak economic performance, though, is the failure of most Arab countries to put their economies on a path of convergence, as many other countries that were comparable in terms of their stages of development with Arab countries back in the 60s of last century have managed actually to do. Indeed, but for periods of rising oil incomes, the exact opposite had obtained, meaning divergence as opposed to convergence. Secondly, the Arab world has been suffering from a highly acute unemployment problem, particularly amongst its youth. And given the age profile of the population in our region, that problem is not going to go away anytime soon. To illustrate, nearly 2/3 of Palestinians alive today in the territory occupied by Israel back in 1967, 2/3 of us alive today are millennials. More than 50% of the region's population actually are under 25 years of age, and a mere 3.4% belong to the 65 and more age category. This is how young the population region is. The third observation is that it relates to the high hopes inspired by the eruption of the Arab Spring beginning in late 2010, for a much-awaited end of state tyranny and for a better life for freedom, justice, and dignity for people throughout the region. That hope dissipated fast, and it gave way to disillusionment and despair against the backdrop of massive human suffering and tragedy, as well as a seemingly endless state of upheaval and turmoil, at least in some parts of our region. So to those who are tired of pessimism, with which our region and its prospects have come to be viewed, I would say, let's admit it. There's a lot out there that justifies that pessimism. That being said, however, what we all should be totally alarmed by is the obvious tendency on the part of at least some analysts, and not surprisingly, virtually all the shapers of and the beneficiaries from the pre-2011 status quo, to consider that there is no path to stable democracy in the Arab world. That is something that I find extremely alarming. And it is becoming quite fashionable. People sort of really taking this conclusion that we really pretty much should give up on things. Stability and democracy simply cannot obtain simultaneously in the Arab world. That I find extremely troubling. For apart from the objectionable cultural essentialism evoked by this assertion, it is also most unhelpful in that it removes from the realm of interest any serious consideration of the factors that had in all likelihood blocked or at least impeded progress toward the attainment of stability in the context of progressive, more responsive, and responsible governance frameworks in our region. In one form or another, at least some of those factors are, in my view, related to the prevalence of social contracts that were designed to exclude Arab citizens, to exclude them from decision-making on matters that very much pertain to their fate. It is true that the experience of the Arab Spring has so far been a case of failed expectations. But it is perhaps instructive to ask whether that was not possibly a reflection and consequence of unduly high expectations to begin with. In that vein, you all would be right to ask whether the aspirational ideal of government of, by, and for the people has ever or anywhere been realized soon after a revolution, or in one go. That, I think, is a reasonable question to ask. Might it not be helpful to prioritize, in the early phases of democratization, the goal of government for the people over the other two components of the set aspirational ideal? Would such prioritization necessarily entail the risk of unwittingly promoting a benevolent governance model? Could such risk be mitigated by exploiting complementarities that do exist between, on the one hand, sectoral reform, and on the other, democratization at the national level, with a view to ensuring that authoritarianism, no matter how benevolent, would not be perpetuated? I look forward to engaging with you on these and other questions and issues in the conversation to follow. For now, let me close by saying that we should not be discouraged by the Arab Spring's modest and indeed tragic yield to date. For there is a lot in the trajectory of events over the past 7 years that should serve not only as a reminder of the tumultuous journey toward justice and empowerment, but also of why justice and empowerment were necessary all along. Trust me, they always are and they always will be. Thank you very much. I'm deeply honored. Thank you.